I'm Rick Brown with Northwest Handling Systems. We're here at J&D Refrigerated Services. We're doing the loading dock equipment demonstration for the employees. This is a complete safety system, vertical storing dock leveler system. We're going to show you how this all works in sequence safely. Let's go outside first and show them how the truck restraint engages the back of the trailer. Come on back. So we've got a flashing green light out here for a communication system where we otherwise have no communication between the driver and the dock attendant. We got a flashing green light, signage printed in forward and reverse so he can see it in his rearview mirror. Move on green only. The truck is backing up to the bumpers. At this point, we want to engage the truck restraint. This is all done in sequence. None of the other equipment will work until the truck restraint is engaged. So right now the truck is backed in. He's got a green light on the outside. We've got a red light on the inside saying it's a no-go for the forklift driver. Now we're going to engage the restraint. Nothing else will work until we engage the restraint. This is a hydraulic unit. It'll come up, rear bumper guard or ICC bar in the back of the truck, and actually pull it back to the dock, good and tight. The light changes to red at that point as soon as the truck is engaged on the outside, telling the driver not to move. And as we'll show you on the inside, it will change from red to green, telling the forklift driver that the truck restraint has been engaged. If you don't get a green light, that means you didn't get a truck hooked. Say we got a truck backed in here, the ICC bar or the rear bumper guard it's called is damaged or missing, and for some reason we can't hook it. You're going to hear this thing moving out trying to hook the ICC bar. It's going to be looking for it. When it doesn't find it, it's going to start an alarm. When that alarm starts, you can't override it till the hydraulics stop. It's just recycling, the alarm's going to continue to go.
If it can't find the ICC bar, it searches.
Yes.
And then drops back down and retracts.
Right. Now you see the lights change to, we got a problem, red and amber, okay? We got to wait for the hydraulics to stop. Now we can override it. But it's not going to give you a full green. It's going to give you a green and amber with caution, okay? So at that point, somebody should go out and chock the wheels.
Right.
Okay, this is the manual wheel chock system. Works in the same way as a restraint, except when we have a truck with a lift gate on the back of it, we can't use the hook type restraint, so we're going to restrain the wheel. We've got the flashing green light up here and the signs, just like on the restraint. Come on back. That's too long. To operate the manual chock, we move it into position. We can use this wheel right back here. We're going to lock it over. There we go. And it ratchets back, and that's all there is to it. We should have a red light up here now. We do indeed. So that's how that works. You're going to have a green light on the inside panel now telling it's okay to open the door. So now we know we've got him engaged. Nothing else will work here. The leveler won't lower. The next step is we open the door. There is no power to the door until the truck restraint is engaged or overridden. That's obviously so we don't lower the leveler on the brand new door and destroy the door. The leveler will not work until the door is completely open. Everything works from the master control panel. Here's your dock leveler controls over here with the mushroom emergency stop. This is raise, lip extend, and lip retract. That's called infinite lip control. And this is the lower button. We are going to retract the lip so we can get those first end load pallets off the trailer without having the lip into the back of the trailer. So we push the lower button. Dock lever is going to start to lower. We're going to retract the lip. We're going to get an obnoxious noise telling us the leveler's not in a safe position. So we've retracted the lip so we can lower this leveler all the way into the bottom of the pit. It goes into automatic float the last 18 inches. Now the dock leveler, the lip is not on the back of the trailer. The leveler is lowered to the bottom of the pit. You can drive off and get those first 2 end loads off the trailer. That's because you might not be able to get the lip in the trailer with those first 2 loads all the way to the back. So now we've taken off the first 2 loads. We're going to raise the leveler and extend the lip into the back of the trailer. We do not have to raise this leveler all the way to the top of travel. We're just going to raise that leveler up far enough so I can extend that lip into the back of that trailer. Then we got to push lower again, or you're going to get that obnoxious noise. The last 18 inches, it goes into free flow. Now you're ready to load or unload. We got to do everything in a reverse sequence when we're done. We still have red lights blinking on the outside telling the truck driver not to move. He's hooked up, he can't go anywhere. Now we're going to reverse the sequence. First thing that has to be done is the leveler has to be raised and put away. Also, we've got the dock light on auto here, so it only turns on when the leveler is in the back of the truck. It's on, gives the forklift driver some light in the back of the truck. When I restore the leveler, that light will go off automatically. So now it's time, we're done loading and unloading. We're going to raise the leveler and restore it. And you can raise this thing, retract the lip right in the middle of the cycle, extend it back out again, and lower it right back down again. So it's called infinite lip control. Loading, we're going to raise the leveler and restore it. You got to hold that button down. If I take my finger off that button, we get that obnoxious noise. So we're putting this leveler back in the stored position. Now if I raise this thing, you'll notice if the lip starts to fall, you see dock attendants doing this. They'll lift this all the way to the top. You don't want to leave the lip hanging out like that. That's just something for somebody to walk along there and knock their head on it. So you can wait till you're all the way, got it all the way to the back if you want to. And just lock that baby back in place. Okay. There is one very important feature here we should really show them. When these dock levelers are in the stored position and not being used for a while, the safety pin should be engaged. Every one of them comes with a padlock. They're all keyed alike. We're going to leave that unhooked for now. There's a little holder for the pin so it can't get hung up on anything. The next step is we close this door. The truck restraint will not disengage until we get the door shut. So now he's going to release the trailer. He's going to override it. We got a flashing red and a flashing green out here. You've got the little foot pedal. If the truck driver comes out and pushes this button, we're going to get that obnoxious alarm. That'll tell them someone has tried to release the trailer without their permission. They need to be in charge of when this truck driver pulls out and backs in. Once they are ready for done loading or unloading and they're ready to let the truck depart, they have to push the yellow release button in there, just like on the hook restraint. We're all done loading or unloading. We're ready to give him a green light and let him go. Get the next truck in here. So we got to push whether we have a truck hooked or not, in order to change that light to green out there, you have got to push release. Which they have done. Now we get the green light on the outside and they're telling the truck driver it's okay to leave. The restraint is moving. Now you got a solid red out here and we've given him a green light. Go ahead to leave out there. So it's restraint, door, leveler, and reverse, leveler, door, restraint to release it. Basically it in a nutshell.